My sister-in-law threw a complete tantrum at Christmas dinner because I used the wrong color napkins. When the entire family finally stopped enabling her meltdowns, she discovered something nobody had the courage to tell her. I married into the Castellano family knowing Gretchen, my sister-in-law, was difficult. What I did not realize was that difficult meant the entire extended family had restructured their lives around avoiding her explosions. Holiday menus were approved by Gretchen in advance. Seating arrangements required her blessing. Gift exchanges followed rules she invented and changed constantly. The first Thanksgiving I hosted, she inspected my table settings. She rearranged my centerpiece, criticized my gravy boat, and announced my rolls were the wrong shape. When I laughed, thinking she was joking, she burst into tears and locked herself in my bathroom for an hour. My mother-in-law pulled me aside afterward. Gretchen has a very refined sense of aesthetics and you hurt her feelings. I apologized for my bread being circular instead of oblong. That should have been my first warning. Every holiday became a minefield after that. Gretchen would find something wrong and manufacture a crisis. Easter dinner was ruined because someone used paper plates for the children's table. 4th of July exploded because the hamburger buns were not brioche. A birthday party ended in screaming because the balloon colors clashed with her outfit. The family enabled every single tantrum. Her husband Dominic would rush to comfort her. Her mother would blame whoever triggered the outburst. My husband Vincent just shrugged and said that was how Gretchen had always been. That fighting it was pointless. That keeping the peace was easier than dealing with the fallout. Everyone learned to walk on eggshells and accept that Gretchen's feelings mattered more than anyone else's sanity. Then came last Christmas. I hosted again because my mother-in-law was recovering from hip surgery. I followed every unwritten rule. The turkey was prepared exactly how Gretchen preferred. The seating chart was pre-approved. The playlist contained only songs she had personally selected. But I made one mistake. The napkins were burgundy instead of crimson. Gretchen noticed. She stood in my dining room doorway, pointed at the table, and said in a voice loud enough for everyone to hear, "Those napkins are completely wrong. They clash with the tablecloth. This dinner is ruined." I watched her face twist into that familiar pre-tantrum expression. She looked around waiting for someone to rush over and validate her distress. Nobody moved for the first time in 8 years. Her husband Dominic stayed by the fireplace, sipping his drink. Her mother remained seated on the couch, looking exhausted. My husband Vincent leaned against the kitchen doorway with his arms crossed. Even the cousins just stood there watching. The silence stretched for 10 uncomfortable seconds. "Did everyone hear me?" Gretchen demanded, her voice rising. My mother-in-law finally spoke from her chair. "Gretchen, sit down and eat dinner." "Excuse me? The napkins are fine. The food is ready. We are hungry. Sit down." Gretchen's face went through different expressions. Shock, confusion, rage, betrayal, more rage. Then something I had never seen before. Fear. "Is nobody going to say anything?" she asked, scanning the room desperately. "Dominic? Mom?" Her mother shook her head slowly. "We talked about this last week. The whole family talked. We are done rearranging our lives around your tantrums. Either sit down and enjoy Christmas like a normal person, or leave." The room stayed completely silent. Gretchen turned to her husband. "Dominic, say something." He looked at her for a long moment, then said quietly, "I love you, but I cannot keep doing this. Nobody can. We are all exhausted." I watched 8 years of carefully constructed power crumble in real time. Gretchen had built her entire identity around being the person everyone tiptoed around. Without that, she had nothing to stand on. "Fine," she finally said, her voice cracking. "I will just leave then, since nobody appreciates everything I do for this family." She grabbed her coat and stormed toward the door. Then she paused, clearly expecting someone to chase after her. Nobody moved. She left. The door slammed. Her car started and pulled away. We ate Christmas dinner in peace for the first time in nearly a decade. People laughed. Conversations flowed naturally. Nobody monitored their words or checked Gretchen's expression before speaking. My mother-in-law raised her wine glass halfway through the meal. "To burgundy napkins," she said, and to finally saying what we should have said years ago. Everyone clinked glasses while I sat there processing what had just happened. Gretchen did not speak to the family for 3 months. When she finally resurfaced, something had shifted. She was quieter, more careful. She still had opinions, but she no longer weaponized them. Turns out the only thing sustaining her tantrums was everyone's willingness to tolerate them. The moment that disappeared, so did her power.